Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. Today's a very special day because a man with no need of introduction, Dave Wattenberg, is here. How you doing, Dave?
Great, George. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I am pumped to see some show special ProTech.
Oh, yeah. We're excited to sneak these over to you guys a little early of Blade Show West. It's only a couple weeks away.
Yeah. At the time of filming, we're still a couple weeks out, but when you guys see this, it's going to be like right around the corner. So if you see this and start salivating, just head to the Salt Palace in Salt Lake and come pick one up for yourself.
We'll be there.
What's the first knife we got?
So this is the Cambria. This is kind of a neat ProTech reboot of an older model. So the Cambria, you remember the history of it.
My understanding was the first button lock flipper from ProTech.
Yes, in fact it was. So it was a knife a little ahead of its time. We did it and it did fine. But since the Malibu and the Mordax and the sort of whole category of button lock flippers are now a thing for us, and everybody else.
Yeah, everybody's chasing that dollar, right?
Yep. We decided it should have its day, and we brought it back. We slightly redesigned it. The original Cambria was super curvy, and we kind of softened the curves, changed the inlay profile a little bit. You get a little bit more inlay than you did on the originals, but it's a super fantastic knife. I love the way it feels in my hand. Give it a try.
Yeah, the way I describe this handle is organic.
Yes.
Like, it feels like it was made to be held by a living thing, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a great model. So for Blade Show West, we have a couple of show exclusive. This Del Fuego, which is a custom anodized treatment. Blacklit pearl push button. It's a great piece, very limited quantities. And then this one is nice, classic ProTech combination of the maple burl wood inlay and a mosaic pin push button. So kind of a funny ProTech story. The very first knives we ever did with maple burl were in 2003. It was the Godson. And I thought it would be so cool to have matching maple burl buttons. And we painstakingly machined these little tiny pieces of maple burl, inlaid in the button. And by the time we did it and everything, it was so small. You couldn't see the maple, you couldn't see the grain. They just looked like they were dirty. And we literally threw them all out. Like it was a total waste.
There's so much time and effort too.
The substitute for it that we came up with on the spot were these mosaic pins. And it's a beautiful pairing with the maple burl, really sets it off nicely. And so now whenever there's maple burl, we get the mosaic pin to go with it. This is a stainless steel Cambria. So this is, 6 times the machining effort of an aluminum frame, and then you get this tank-like feel, right? These steel ones have a totally different sound, a totally different feel. They're great, and this one has a Techno-Carbo inlay. It's a blue shaded carbon fiber, beautiful carbon fiber, blacklit pearl push button, stonewash MagnaCut blade, and then that nice beefy stainless frame. We run them in small groups, and so if you see one of the stainless show specials, grab it because they'll be gone, very quickly.
Yeah, this one looks like it's a limited run of 60 pieces.
Correct.
So 60 lucky knife nerds out there are getting a steel Cambria.
Going with some other collaborative stuff, this is our Vero collab, which has been an awesome piece. We've had a lot of fun with it, different lids, different materials. So this one has 3/4 aluminum construction with this all micarta lid. This one's a denim blue micarta. And first time we've done Damascus on the Vero. So this is a Chad Nichols stainless raindrop Damascus. Beautiful piece.
It is indeed. And I love the etch on the Damascus that kind of looks dark and worn, kind of like jeans are going to look.
Yep.
An excellent knife indeed. And also one of the few knives on the table with a unique pocket clip.
Yes. So to really tie in the Vero design and the Vero everything, we're using his machined pocket clip on our knife. So it's screwed in from the inside, very clean look. And then for a Vero collector, say, that has a bunch of stuff from Joseph and wants to add a ProTech, it'll line up very nicely with its other family members. And then a couple of other things we'll have for the show that are exciting. We love to get this material in from GL Hansen and Sons. He's really the micarta guru when it comes to custom pieces. And what we like to do, a couple of his things that always do well are Mexican Blanket and the Starry Night. He's kind of famous for those. But we like to get a spread of stuff. For the Utah show, we're going to have, I think it's 40 or 50 one-of-a-kind pieces in the unique micarta. So these are just representative of a couple things that we put together. All of them will have different hardware, different buttons, different combinations, and then these beautiful micarta lids. And let's say on the table, if there were 2 of this particular micarta pattern, one will probably have a stonewash blade and a pearl button. This one has a black blade and a mosaic pin, so that each one really is one of a kind.
So you're almost getting into a custom with these, but These are way cheaper than your average ProTech custom.
It's a really neat way to come up to the booth at a show and score a ProTech one of a kind at a very reasonable price. Yeah.
Yep. And then it looks like we also have some Mordax on the table.
Yeah, the Mordax is such a solid seller for us. This is a show special. It's got the textured green aluminum handle, white pearl push button, and then this is a blade finish that we're really loving a lot. It's our machine satin. So basically it's us spending extra time, like we do on all of our components, dialing in our equipment to give us the very, very best finish off the machine. And this is off of our burger grinder with no other satin finishing, no other handwork. So off of the grinder, surface grind the flats, and basically you get that real clean machine satin. It's a very nice look. It's really cool. You'll see a number of things coming from us with this machine satin.
Yeah, one thing I really appreciate, especially when stuff's on camera here, because behind us you see like a set, but the rest of this room is blackout dark. But when you really start to rotate these sort of shiny machined things, like you start catching all the different facets of the blade, and it just makes it an enjoyable viewing experience.
It really does. And I've noticed with these machine satins, like this is MagnaCut, when you get it and you turn it in the light, you can actually see a little bit of the grain structure from that fresh grind. It's kind of neat.
So if you're like a hardcore steel nerd, like some people who shall not be mentioned, if you bust out that little microscope you keep at your desk, you can maybe see some grain structure here.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to get one.
Yeah,
that's so fun.
It's really fun.
Yep. And then of course, the button lock action is so good. And then it looks like we've got an Oligarch.
Yes.
But a special Oligarch.
A special one. So trying to, bring some heat for the show. Oligarch Operator, first time we've offered it. So in ProTech language, if you don't already know, Operator means totally blacked out with a tritium push button.
And no logos as well.
No logos, no markings whatsoever. The only marking on an Operator knife is on the underside of that tritium push button. There's a teeny tiny serial number that ties that tritium vial to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission license for the vial. So that's the only marking. It's on the inside. It's a pretty serious thing with those tritium vials. It's radioactive glass and, in a little tube, obviously. And so, yeah, super clean look. The tritium, of course, will glow 20, 30 years without being exposed to light. And first time on this Sinkovich design. It's such a good knife and so different than anything else we build in the line. And we're excited to get the Operator edition out.
Yeah, it looks really good. And one of my favorite part of the Oligarch is this backspacer. Look at how much texturing there is here. And I'll tell you, I was mentioning this to Dave before we started. ProTech is the king of textures.
Oh, thanks.
They're so good. Every single knife has just the right amount, and you're going to see some more of that in a minute. But it looks like, keeping it classic, though, we brought a special edition Godson. Once again, you found a way to make the Godson unique.
Yes. Yeah. After 20 some odd years, we're still building new variations of these knives. So this one's awesome. It's ProTech Godsons in general have always been 154, but we've had people ask for an upgraded steel, so we snuck some 20 CV in. One of the best edge retention steels on the market by far. So you've got machine satin again, 20 CV, the purple carbon fiber, deep carry pocket clip, inlaid button, very limited numbers just for Blade West.
We have another Godson we're working on.
So this has kind of a neat finish, usually black blades from us. They're blasted and then DLC black coated, so you get a matte black. And every once in a while, just to mix it up, we send some that are satin finished. So this, I really love the contrast on this one. You've got a satin finished silver aluminum frame and then a satin DLC black blade. So everything has a nice satin look and feel to it. Very, very nice piece. Also 20 CV. So you've got the upgraded steel, the unique finish, and then this beautiful silver to black contrast, all black hardware, black clip, and then, yeah, great piece.
I mean, I've seen the sapphire coatings on the satin polishes.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen a more beautiful knife. I'll put up a picture right here of a really hot picture we took of one with a watch last year. It just, so good.
Yeah, they're good.
Tell me about the anodization on this Malibu.
Oh, this is so cool. So this is a custom anodized. And again, keeping on that theme where you can get a ProTech that's a semi-custom at a very affordable price. These are really one of a kind, each one. It's all done by hand. They drip wax and they do these colors individually. And so if you have 5 of them out, each one's a little different. It's the same company that does our Del Fuego, which you've seen on this Cambria. And so they've got a few different patterns. We're kind of trying out this crimson. I really like it. It's really different. My favorite ones are the ones with a little more black. And it's always fun to have a few out and watch customers' reactions because everyone will pick a different one as their favorite. And then a minute later, like, actually, maybe it's that one that's my favorite. It's very, very typical.
That is a really good looking one. And mother of pearl buttons. Where do you get all this mother of pearl? Who do you know?
Yeah, especially these days. It's gotten harder and harder to come by. The smaller pieces are still somewhat available, but the bigger pieces, like, say, pearl for Godfather inlays or something like that, you just can't get it anymore. Yeah.
My goodness. Well, you've clearly got the corner on the market, so I'm all for it. Make a lot of cool stuff. And then it looks like we have some Redencion autos come into the party as well.
We do. It's been such a great collaboration. The Chaves folks are fantastic to work with, and we're thrilled with that. This particular pattern, this tread texture, is great, very aggressive. This one's got this dark green, the inlaid button, S35 Tonto blade. Special limited edition, piece for the show. It's a really nice one. I love the action on these. All Protecs in the auto realm are, fast, but this one is wow.
Yeah, it thumps. But what I love is the pocket clip is just right. So like how your hand naturally wants to grab the knife as it comes around the pocket clip here. And then that is just enough to hold on to. Like it still passes my jiggle test with flying colors, but it just so hard and it looks so good.
Yeah, it's great. It kept the spirit of his knife intact 100%. He's very happy on the design side. We're very happy on the mechanical side.
And we're very happy on the enthusiast side.
Yeah,
I think this is a win-win-win.
It's a good one. Yeah, so we're very excited for that. Since we're already talking about Chaves, one other thing that we're introducing at Blade West for the first time, we've been running these Tontos for a minute, but we're bringing out drop points.
This I'm really excited for. The drop point Chaves, I think, is just one of the best looking knives ever made.
His Tonto is so unique and different. It's not a huge shift to go to the drop point, but it is a new blade shape. And these are the very first hand ground Mike Erie prototypes. So people who make it to Blade West will have a very unique opportunity. When you get a piece like this, besides it being an incredibly badass knife with stainless steel frame, tread texture, and a mirror polish, you're actually owning a little piece of Protec history because these are the true pre-production prototypes. Before I give an order out to the shop to run, thousands of these blades, this is our sanity check. We build, say 40 or so of something like this with a hand ground blade that's heat treated and gone through all of it, put it through assembly, and it's the last time we give the assembly team, hey, if there's anything else you guys want that would make your life easier for assembly, speak now.
Last call.
This is it. And so owning one of these, besides it just being a fantastic knife, you do get to own a little piece of the process, which is really fun. The other thing about the Chaves stainless frames, just while you've got it in your hand, because it's a Chaves and they're meant to be no speed holes, those are full weight stainless.
Yeah, and that's the way he does his titanium.
Exactly.
So why would you un-Chaves a Chaves,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. So of all the tank-like stainless steel frames, the Chaves are the most.
Yeah, that knife probably weighs half a pound.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
It's a big chunker. This one also is steel, but this one
has a lot of firsts. So keeping the theme of the Chaves logo and his key logo, we were able to machine it. I'm absolutely thrilled and very proud with how we were able to get that pattern to translate to machining. We weren't sure it was going to work out, but it really did, and it really looks great. So this is the Chaves key in stainless. And again, with these stainless frames, this is 17.4 stainless. The bars are heat treated before we machine it. So we cook them to full hardness, then machine it very slow, very steady. So at the end, they're already heat treated. They're at their net size. They're rock solid beyond measure. It's semi-ridiculous. And then on top of it, this one has a beautiful Koa Damascus blade. So as we like to, as you well know with Protec, take every model from basic all the way up to ultimate custom. We were talking to Chaves about different Damascus patterns and what we should do. And we learned that there hadn't ever been any Damascus Chaves knives before. So we were very, very happy to be the ones to remedy that situation. And the very first Damascus Chaves, the very first key stainless, this is probably the thing that'll sell the fastest at the show, I would guess.
Yeah.
Very limited numbers, super hot piece. To get them done quickly enough to have them for the show, we also had Mike Erie hand grind these. So on top of the stainless, on top of the Koa Damascus from Vegas Forge, you also have a hand deep hollow grind. Fantastic piece.
So at every Blade show, there's always somebody rope dropping and sprinting with all their heart into the show. I hope people are coming for your booth this time.
Yeah, this will definitely be a sprinter knife.
Yeah, and that steel is just so bright and so beautiful.
Yeah, so these have a cool two-tone finish. After the couple hours of machining, the handles get tumbled, and then this one got blasted, and then we hand satin finished the flats. So you've got matte finish down in the grooves, and then the flats nice and satin so that key really pops.
Yeah, super Chaves, super Pro-Tech, and super powerful too.
Yeah, and the first Damascus.
Then next up we got Dukes in abundance.
The Duke is a really neat original Pro-Tech design. It's like 23 years ago was when we made the Duke, and is named after my little shop dog at the time.
Put up a picture of him too.
Yep, we definitely will. Probably the most personality per pound of any animal I've ever met. He was great. And anyway, the Duke, I think even before people started saying EDC, was really a perfect EDC size. It's got a nice blade shape. It's about a 2.9 inch blade. You can get a lot of work done with it, but it's a super compact piece, very slender, very lightweight. So we redesigned it a bit, kind of updated the design, added the original Dukes had a very small button. It was kind of hard for some people to get at. So we snuck the Godson button into it. We put our new deep carry pocket clip, upgraded the steel to MagnaCut, a bunch of the modern, additions to it. So since it's kind of just rolling out the newer Duke 2s. We've got a lot for the show. We've got the kind of base variation, and then also the sorry to reach across here.
You're just fine.
The very first time we've done the new gen Dukes with inlays. So far the only ones that have been out to market have been these solid pieces. But for the show, we did these maple burl, which I'm thrilled with. The maple is just fantastic. Also, of course, paired with that mosaic push button. And then we had some GL Hansen unique micarta that was just the right size. So you'll see a nice spread of about 30 of these, each one of a kind, different blade finishes, different buttons. The maple, I think, was a 50 or so piece group. And then those which are, essentially each one of a kind. But if you're looking for something non-tactical in a everyday carry knife, I think the Duke is impossible to beat. It's a great knife.
Yeah, it fits your four fingers just right, but it's also nice and small. And I like how there's just enough room here for you to get your pinky around the handle and hold on tight, but not so much room that you have a giant piece of handle sticking out of the back of your knife.
It's kind of just right for a small-ish, medium-ish pocket knife. I'm super happy that it's back in the lineup. The Duke's been a favorite for a long time. We're glad to have it back.
Yeah, and may little Duke the shop dog live on forever in our memory.
Indeed.
Yep, and then it looks like we have a Runt as well.
Yeah,
so Pro-Tech classic.
We'll end the video with where everything started, the Runt. So yeah, for the show, purple's been a hot color for us lately, and so we've got this battle-worn purple with the pearl button, white pearl on this one, machine satin blade on these. Very nice combination, and yeah, something special for the show. We feel very strongly that when folks show up to an event like a Blade show, that we have a responsibility to bring stuff that's new and unique and whatever to make it worth the trip. And so this is a really nice showing of new models, custom limited editions, pearl buttons, things that you wouldn't normally see. And we hope that it gets people fired up to come to this show and see us.
Yeah, well, we're certainly fired up to come to the show and see you.
Yep.
And thank you so much for bringing all these knives to show us, give us a bit of the sneak peek. And you and the team keep up the good work.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, Dave.
Great to see you, George.
Yep. Now, if you want any of these knives, once again, head to Blade Show West in Salt Lake City, Utah, or some of these will make it to Blade HQ if they don't sell at the show. So if you see them on Blade HQ, I pick them up fast because show specials don't stick around for too long.
Yep.
All right. And that's all we have for you guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.